Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The President of the Republic of the Philippines, Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit down. You know, a president gets to have so many invitations for the day, and my office, the staff, usually prepares only about 2 pages. I go do this in about a minute and a half, and we're gone. But marami kasi akong gusto sabihin sa what ails our system. But before that, allow me to give the acknowledgements. We have with us the Secretary of Justice, Aguirre. Then we have the National Defense Secretary, Delfin Lorenzana. We have the Interior and Local Government Officer in charge, Catilino Coy. And the Bureau of Jail Management of Penology Chief, I think he was assigned in Davao many, many years ago. Si Serapin Barreto. Personnel of the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, mga kasama ko sa gobyerno, mga kapatid ko. You know, itong mga kriminal sa Pilipinas, ginagawa tayong gago. And to think that we are government and we have the power even to kill them para matapos na yung problema. And yet because we are a civilized society and we should place them in prison for those crimes that are not punishable by death. There is a death penalty in our criminal books, but the implementation has been suspended. I don't know why, but many of the countries really pushing for the abolition of the death penalty. Pati kasali in America and the rest of Europe, about 31 of European countries still impose death penalty, and they're carried out. In America, I think it was 3 months ago, they executed a guy from, I think, in the state of Arkansas. And tayo, kasi pasunod-sunod tayo, one is the church, the other one is the bleeding hearts, and those who do not really know how to take care of society. Yung mga libertarians, kuno, and those with advanced studies of what civilization is, would insist that it is always wrong to kill a person, even if he is the hardened criminal. And yet, the world is a mound of executions of men, young women, burned at stake for refusing to have sex, and children. And we keep a blind eye about the only item you see in the international papers, time and all, are those individual incidents that happen. But they are not really recognizing the fact that the world is afire. And in our country, the Abu Sayyaf, the ever cruel and brutal group there, allied with the ISIS, continue to behead in a it's almost animalistic urge to just decapitate people. Dito sa atin, what makes it really more odious to us is kinokontrol tayo ng mga nasa Amerika. Ang kagaya ko, pati yung mga empleyado lang ng State Department, whatever the position may be, They just took it upon lightly to, you know, go out in the open and castigate us and criticize us as if, kagaya ko, as if I was a federal postal employee. Kaya sabi ko itong mga Amerikano, if it's good for them, wala silang pakialam. If they think that they would execute an animal or human being, it's fine with them. Because sila ang gumagawa. Pero kung ibang tao, marami ang nagagalit. And for example, President Widodo, what is his main complaint when we talk to each other? It's really America and the rest of the EU. They would call you from time to time and insist that we do away with the death penalty in the statutes. At ang masakit pa dyan, itong mga... No, they go around the world, and one of their prescriptions to solve the crime, or to make it easy for criminals, that is how you interpret it, is really we set up stations, parang health station, at make available yung mga substances na sa addiction. For example, for those who are the rich guys, maybe we establish in Forbes Park and Dasmariñas mga cocaine, yung mga heroin. Yung iba naman sa Alabang, ano rin. Pero dito sa Tondo, shabu-shabu lang yan sila. Sabi ko, no, I am waiting for this guy to come to me, maybe visit me in Malacanang, and give me a lecture about drugs. And by the moment he starts to suggest na susunod ako sa kanila, na magtatayo ako ng mga shabu distribution centers, sinabi ko talaga, at sasabihin ko sa inyo kayo mga Pilipino, putang ina, sasampalin ko talaga. Maasahan ninyo. Because it would really be an insult to me. Hirap na nga tayo. Ano yung figure doon sa kabila na ngayon ang binibigay, yun ang sinusunod nila. Well, mind, but it was Santiago who gave it about 3 years ago. Yung sa PDEA pa siya noon. He's now the chairman. I appointed him again. But it's General Peña who heads the PDEA. Siya na yung nagbigay ng figures. Plus yung ating nakita, they were surrendering in droves. Makita mo sa television araw-araw by the hundreds of thousands. And yet they trivialize it. Parang binibilitan nila ang problema natin kaysa kanila. When, as a matter of fact, there is a more, I said, insidious and a most despicable happening in the other parts of the world. Nasabi na tayo, I insist on allies. Bakit ako mag-ally sa inyo, no? Ganon ang tratamento ninyo sa amin. Pasunod-sunod lang kami. So there was a time that we were too distant from China. And I come from a agricultural region, which is Mindanao. Yung mga pineapple, banana, hindi na nabibili because China refused the importation. So ako naman, we have been doing it, then it was cut off for no reason at all. I knew that it was not really a matter of quality. Because we took care that our products are really safe for consumption for the nations to where they are exported. Bakit man tayo So I changed a little bit. Hindi ako sumusunod ng, sabi ko, I refuse to obey kung anong gusto ninyong sabihin sa amin. So I started to, not really separate, because we have this RPUS pact. So I could not enter into any other military alliances. That would be a violation of the treaty. But on economic and terrorism, which is not actually war, I can always go to other nations for help. And that is why I went to China and I went to Russia. I expect Russia to help us in due time. China has sent it. There'll be another shipment of arms on September. But I never suggested anything about alliances. But sabi ko sa China, we can do joint military maneuvers. And I have been inviting Malaysia, kind of, but I cannot talk about it. Indonesia has the same problem. They are being attacked there, not really in the newspapers every day, but they have also a barangay there or a municipio being attacked every day by the ISIS. So we have a problem, and ang sakit dito sa terrorism, as I have insisted along, you know, nandito sila. During the first command conference, during the ever first time that I faced the military and the police, we were talking about the problems of the Philippines. Tapos pinakinggan ko lang sila, drugs and and everything, criminality. But little was said about Mindanao. Sabi ko sa kanila, look guys, I hope I am wrong. But I see in the horizon the darkening clouds of trouble, and it would be ISIS and terrorism. Undi that ako. Tamang sabi ni Secretary Lorenzana. We never expected, we knew, ako ang unang nagsasabi, drug is fueling terrorism. Kasi yung mga perang remittances na nila could not really be sufficient to sustain a widespread terror acts. Sabi ko ang Cebu because there was a plenty, more than the local consumption can consume. So sabi ko, bantay kayo dyan sa druga. And that was, the Visayas was poisoned. Marami ay thought of the while that it was there in, sabi ko nga, sa Iloilo is the bedrock. Doon pinapadaan ang Cebu sa Visayas. It contaminated all. I'm not, but I see Cebu as also a hotspot sa droga. Kasali ang polis. Now, medyo nalinis yun, we changed guards there. We brought in the SAP. Hindi ko kayo, because, we have to temper our moves in accordance with civilized practices. So, yung pasok-labas, I can really understand because I've been mayor for several years. BGMP doon, kung anong kulang, kung puno. And I might, pwede ako magyabang dito ngayon. You should visit Davao. Tingnan ninyo yung prisuhan ng babae. Because when I became mayor, it was only separated by a chicken wire. Doon sa lalaki and a plywood to boot. But that was it. I said, there's a vacant lot there owned by the OTC. Hindi naman ninyo nagagamit yan because satellite na. You were overtaken by the events of technology. So ginawa ko na lang ng hiningi ko kay Arroyo, ginawa ko ng prisuhan sa babae. Tingnan mo ang prisuhan sa babae doon. It's not actual. Well, there's a high wire. Nakapala ikot sa compound. But inside, it's really houses. They built several, what do you call it? Small chalets. Para mga chalet. Iba-ibang kulay. Pag nandiyan ka sa loob, hindi mo malaman na prisuhan yan. I entered into a partnership with Gawad Kalinga noon. Ang gusto ko yan ang gagawin ko. Pero totoo lang, kasi galit ako sa mga magdusa kayo dyan. Matulog kayo magtindig, dapat lang. Mainit talaga ako dyan sa kriminal. Totoo lang. Ang problema dyan, the few in between, at hindi man marami yan, yung sabit pati inosente. I'm sure in every, if I draw from experience, about every 30, may isa, dalawa dyan talaga na inosente. Yan ang nakakaawa. Damay. But the rest, pasok labas yan, alam ninyo yan. Nandito yan, ma-release after 2 years, balik na naman, lalo ang sexual offenders. There's a strange shift ng ano. Alam ninyo yan. Alam ninyo yan. Ito nga sa penal, it's pronounced penal colony. At saka itong sa munting lupa. Kaya ganon kagarapal yung mga yan. Ganon ka, as if, nari care about human being. Kasi ito sila, they have been there for 20, 30 years. Alam na natin ang mundo niya dyan. Ayaw nang lumabas yan. At sa pagka lumabas yan, pumasok yan lalaki, paglabas niyan, ang hanapin, lalaki rin. Alam ninyo yan. They are incapable of engaging an emotional ties with a woman because of their homosexuality. Latent. That's latent, acquired. Because nasanay sila ng ganon dyan, hindi na maghanap ng, they could no longer be excited with a woman. So yan sila. Kaya dyan sa bilibid, baski anong gawin natin, pasok ng pasok pa rin ang mga, and because, ang droga bumalik na naman, allegedly about 400 kilos was the reason for that shootout with somebody died there sa Muntinlupa. Because of this. Ito lang kasi ang kapital. And I have to be frank, mostly Chinese. Pag nakapasok ang cellphone dyan, negosyo talaga. Nandyan, negosyo yan. At hanggang ngayon, namatay na yung iba, nabuhay. At bakit malakas na naman ang druga? And would you believe it? Sa tracking namin, pati Davao Penal Colony, may 3 doong putres ka. Nagninegosyo. Bagay patay na. Sabi ko, kawalang hiya nito. Ngayon, sino ba ang presidente dito? Starting from the time things deteriorated. Kung hindi nila kaya, at kung hindi ko kaya, wala makakaya niyan. Ako lang harap-harap mag-utos, patayin mo yung putang inang yan. Sino pa mga iba, be? Kung hindi ko kaya, ako na mismo, putang ina, patayin mo yan. Pagkatapos lumaban. Ano naman, basta-basta. Yung mga medyang gunggong, putulin man nila yan. Patayin mo. Di ko yan pang kaligayahan ninyo. Di sige, do it. Dito is pagkalumaban. Ngayon, kung ayaw maglumaban, di palabanin mo. Now we have a problem. This is creating a raucous. Kasi yung si Marcos, police, na-assign sa 7. But meron talaga akong doon. One was really the entry of yung mga Pilipino na balik Islam, isa yun sa sinabi namin, diyan kabantayan mo yan actually, including drugs. Ngayon, may nag-ano dyan, itong mayor ng Albuera, nakulong, warrant to serve, tapos na namatay, and they were charged with murder. Nung andyan si Secretary Aguirre, sabi ko, paki-imbestiga nga. Ito, totohanan to, classmate ko yan. Sabi niya, Brad ko yan it's murder. We go ahead. Wala akong pakialam. Gawin ninyo lahat trabaho ninyo. Murder, charge him with murder. I really do not care. Kung mas mabibigat pa sa murder, patong mo dyan. Patong mo lahat. Then ngayon, doon sa reinvestigation, lumabas na homicide. Well, pagka lumaban ka, kasi wala kang baril, talagang homicide yan. If you try to grab something, a gun or whatever, if there is a violence there, even how slight, it is always a reason for the lawman to do something which is very drastic. But sabi niya na, sabi ko, bet, walang pakialam dyan. Kilala mo ako. Pailin niya kung ano gusto niyo ipail. But sinabi ko, and in front of cabinet, I will never allow a military man, a government man, a policeman na makukulong for doing his duty and obeying my order. Di talaga ako papayag. Magdemanda na kayo kung ano ninyong demanda. Ngayon si Marcos, suspended. O di suspended siya. Tapos na ang suspension. Sabi ko, ibalik niyo sa trabaho yung mama na yan. Wala naman doon yan eh. He was too far away. He was not part of the raiding team. Sabi nila, may kaso. Anso, yung criminal putang ina, sabihin mo, presumption of innocence. Ang gobyerno, hindi mo... Why is it that stupid rational there? Alam mo, sir, yung criminal, buhayin mo because, alam mo, presumption of innocence. No? Pagdating ng taga-gobyerno, ang putang ina, kung ano-ano na lang pagsasabihin ninyo. Tabla! But is sauce for the gander, is sauce for the goose. Yung prisoner na Pilipino, ito namang opisyal ng police Pilipino, bakit ibahin mo ang sitwasyon? Sabi ko, sige. Sabi ko, convicted dyan, i-convict mo, murder. Pagka on the very day, pagbasa, you are sentenced. Ibigay mo doon sa judge. You are also pardoned and restored to former. Wala mang pakialaman yan. Investigation, police, hindi ako makialam dyan. Mas bright ako na, prosecutor ako. Sige. Trial lawyer for 10 years. Puta ka bobo ko naman kung wala pa ako nalaman dyan. What? Charge, sige. Sabi ko, sige, manda mo. Hindi makiusap na gano'n. Total, may stages eh. Prosecution, inyo yan. O sa judiciary, inyo yan, judge. O prosecutor, sige kayo dyan. O pagkatapos, priso na. Tapos nandyan ako, dalawa kami. Priso o ako. Kung taga-gobyerno ka, nakakita ko wala ka namang kasalanan. Ang kasalanan mo, sumunod lang sa akin. Araw-araw, ang kapal niyang pardon na yan, no? Pag napasubo ka dyan, punta kayo doon sa akin. Just tell me the truth. Wag mo akong, do not lie to me. Wag mo akong bulahin. Sabihin mo, sir, ganito talaga ang nangyari. At turuan kita. Hindi, mali yan bata. Ang nangyari ito. Give me a good reason why I should not protect government men, security forces, and all. At bakit ako dot doon dyan sa mga kriminal? Wala nang ginawa kung hindi. Ngayon, ito, tapusin natin ito sa panahon ko. Cellphone. Nag-iisip pa ako kagabi kung yung gutong lines, marami yung barko na 3 siguro na baradero na. Bilihin ko na lang, i-insure ko, ilipat ko na lang ang munting lupa dyan. Tapos guyurin ko dyan sa gitna ng Peru at Pilipinas. Yan mag-converge ang butasan ko. Tangina kayo. Bye-bye. Iwanan ko sila ng salbabida pero butasan ko rin. To make it more for you. Pero mga human rights magsabi, inhuman. I have to protect the humans before I can even think of doing what for the inhuman. Yan ang totoo. Huwag mong parisin ang lahat ng utak na may treatment, for example, like the ISIS and Abu Sayyaf. Ipareho ko doon sa biktima nila. Sabihin mo na, in a democracy, ganon. That's bullshit. Hindi ako maniwala niyan. Sila kung with all the joys and tapos hindi ako makagawa. Ayaw ko yung ganon. Kung pagka ang standard mas higher dyan sa sinasabi ko, then I ought not to be president at all. I'm sorry. But for as long as I'm president, total nandito na rin ako, you'll just have content with it. You can file any case saan yung International Court of... Bakit? What is wrong? When I was mayor, kayong na-assign sa Davao. Kayong mga gwardiano, na-assign sa Davao. O what was Davao before? Di ang gulo natin. Nire-rate pa yung city jail. Tawag namin dyan, city jail yung jail ninyo. Nire-rate pa ng NPA. Binabaril pa kayo dyan sa labas. So, but when I took over, I said that this has to stop. And all that I had to do is just also give them what they are doing. Mahirap man yung at the receiving end ka na lang palagi. Mahirap man. When society cannot survive pagka ganun. Maglaki ang mga anak natin, always nasa utak nila that when it is the criminal, they run the day and not the civilized and the educated. Kaya tanongin ka nga, are you a Democrat? Nationalista man ako. Loko na. No, look, there are 3 now. It's globalization, nationalism, pati in between, if you are in a domestic issue, it's a Democrat or a nationalist. Globalization, yan ang tatang hindi yung liberal pati nationalista. That's the catchword now. Basa ka ng Time magazine, pati yung globalization, nationalism, pati yung Democrats. Democracy, actually. Are you a believer of a democracy? Sometimes I just say Democrat. It's a form of government where people are elected as representatives. That's what Republican democratic form. So ito ang naka-problema natin. So ako ngayon, tatanungin ko sarili ako, magpatalo lang ba ako nito? So I will institute reforms. Pag natapos na itong sa Marawi. Marawi, I promise them, baski galit sila sa akin, alam ko man yung sentimento na we will help you, we will rebuild Marawi. Makati, wag na yan, maraming Mayaman na yung mga yan. Wala tayong pakialam dyan sa kanila. Let them have their business. Huwag wala nilang galawin. Our job is to help the poor, and the poor are many, aplenty. Huwag mo lang silang, ayaw lang nila is corruption. And I can assure them na walang corruption. Not in my term. Not in my term. Yung sanay talaga dyan, i-postpone na lang ninyo. Huwag ngayon for the next 5 years. Kasi, well, kayong you have the chance to have been assigned in Davao, marami kayo. Alam man ninyo noon, 14, 23 years, never allowed yung mga gano'n. And so maybe I really survived the 23 years. And of course, including the presidency, I never lost an election actually. Tuloy-tuloy na ako. But if there is one policy that I really followed, alam ninyo yan, kayo mismo, no? It was really fair play and what is only legal and right. Hanggang doon na ako, pati sa police. Pero yung to protect government and the people from ito mga insidious alam mo kasi kung hayaan mo ng we will not be able to protect the people. Take the statistics before I became president and see how many died in the hands of criminals, drug related. Akala nila ako ang pinakamarami, ako ang pinakamababa. Totoo lang. At least ngayon na masyadong krimen na bagay, gusto mo talagang subukan, sinabi na wag na, magsiyabo ka pa, mag-inom ka. Tapos magpatay ka pa ng pati 1-year-old. Bakit mo Sus Maria. Tapos namatay. Ako na ngayon ang pasanginlan. Ano yung ba sa Tagalog? Ako na yon ang anong pasanginlan sa Tagalog? Kayo lang dyan nagsyabo. Kayo nag-inom. Syabo kasi inom talaga yan. These two go together. Pag nagsyabo yan, inom yan. Sigurado. Yung kaya ditirik na. Combination of hallucinogenic and alcohol. Yan ang hindi nila alam. Pagka nag-inom ka, tapos syabo ka, violence talaga yan. Pati 1-year-old, pati bulag, lahat na, ratsadahin mo. Tapos yun, ako na yung nagpunta sa patay, ako patuloy ang ipasanginlan. Maawa naman kayo sa akin, lahat na. Well, anyway, as your president, I would see to it that everything is really fair. Fair and legal. You do things beyond the boundaries of mag-enkwentro tayo. Sigurado yan. Well, gano'n na. I will not allow. No? Kasi ang philosophy ng itong human rights, kasi magpatay na nandiyan ng 1,000, mag-rape na, human rights pa rin yan. Human rights yan, due process, kailangan. Kung mag-recant yun, he does not bind the order by his own confession, it's his only. Saan ka makuha ng ebidensya? Mahina man ang forensics natin dito. We do not even have the DNA. Sa Amerika, mahawakan mo na yung tao, mahawakan mo, ito, mahawakan mo, may DNA ka. Tayo, pagdating ng pulis, lagyan yung mga numero-numero. Tapos, pagkakuha na, kunin na lahat. No? Tapon doon sa bodega. Sa Amerika, hawakan mo yung rilong gano'n, your DNA, yung yung chemical mo, maiwan dyan. No on fingerprints. Ngayon, yung body chemical mo maiwan, that's DNA. Kaya wala tayo ng ganong kawawa ang Pilipino kung takes years and then ends up in an acquittal or innocent. Alam mo, di ako pwede dyan. Pati ito, hintuin talaga natin ito. Nakikinig mo yung taga Muntinlupa ngayon. Ito, I don't know if it's edible, maybe the plastic. Pag may nakita pa ako, hindi ako, pag umpisa ko, pag may nakita akong plastic dyan, yun ang kakainin mo sa araw na yan. Wala kang konsumong kanin. Ito, kaya pirituhin mo o inununan, bahala ka. Basta you will eat it. I will institute the reforms after all my troubles. I have to solve the mining impasse. Mining impasse, I'm warning the rich. Kasi yung kay Phylon, plus yung kay Gina, kita ko talaga na destructive talaga. Kita mo yung bukid na pagong-pagong na. And I do not even see a single tree planted. And the devastation doon sa mga palayan, wala na, hindi na sila makapagtanim, mga fish pond nila, it's all poisoned by... So, one of these days, tawagin ko ang mga mayaman at yung mga mahirap. Makinig na lang kayo. Tao man ka kayo. Tingin mo dito. Sirain mo yung palaya niya, paano sila survive? Ikaw, sige ka dyan, kot-kot ng kot-kot. And it's only 5%. Taxes. You get about 70 billion a year, and that's it. Ang nagutom, ang nasiraan ng mga pispan, palayan, wala na magtubo. So, they are reduced also to itong paning. This cannot go on. Kung gusto ninyo, kayong mga mayaman, bayaran ninyo sila sa perdisyon nila. So, if he has lost 100,000 hectare, total mayaman man yung mining, bayaran mo. Tapos, taniman mo ng kahoy, kaya pag hindi yung taniman ng kahoy, yung ulo dito, ang putulin ko, ilagay ko sa, yan, ang itanim ko doon. There are so many injustices here that we have to correct. But just give me time. Ang ano ko lang talaga, what I can assure you is, there will be no corruption in the executive department. Sa atin, yung Congress, hindi natin kaya. Supreme Court is just, again, it's a distant star to us. Pero dito, yung mga bidding, wag sa aking panahon. Wag sa aking panahon. Kasi nang hinayang ako eh. Kaya kung mag-corrupt lang sana, di noon pa, 22 years ago, paano ako makabalik? Paano ako makanakaw? Na dumaan naman. Eh di sana, nag-umpisa na ako noon. Kung ngayon lang ako magnakaw, wala na. Truth to tell, baski saan kayo magtanong, never signed any paper yung sabi mo, allowance. Sweldo ko lang, honestly. Wala kang makita ba, magtanong kayo ng kuha, magtanong ka sa lahat. I never signed a document money accruing to myself. Allowance or meal allowance o meal para sa babae na wala. So, mahirap tayo lahat. Tiis tayo. Pero kayo sa trabaho, I will take care of you maybe. May nakita na kasi ako na pera pero nire-reserve ako. On the third year, pwede na kayo na naman ang pakialaman ko. Saka itong huwag kayong maniwala dyan sa human rights. Yung panahon na kasi mapipilitan talaga tayong Bartolina mo, huwag ka maniwala na bawal yung Bartolina. Bakit putang? Hindi daw bawal yung Bartolina. Gusto magsosyalan. Anong klase yan? Kaya nga kinulong mo yung putang inang yan eh. Bawal mag-Bartolina. Tapos if he can communicate with somebody, not even through a cellphone, but sa gwardiya mismo, ganon, pakisabi doon, pasa, there is still communication, even how crude it would be. But still they can't communicate. The only thing that we have to do is cut him off from the rest of the world. So, Bartolina yun. Kung may magpunta doon human rights, sabihin mo yan ang sabi ni Duterte. Pag magyaw-yaw, putang ina, ipasok mo siya doon. Huh? Tawagan mo ako, tapos sabihin mo, sir, may pinasok kami. Ilang oras to? Bakit? Maganda ba yan? Bitawan mo yan, buang. Dali mo lang dito, istoryahan na lang natin ng mingaw. Ano yung mingaw? Anong mingaw? Sad. Just tell her a sad story. Ganon ako, mahigpit na itong barong ko tumataba. I think I've said enough, but I can assure you that on the third year, you'd have your... Unahin ko muna itong pulis, ha, Army, kasi may gira. Kaya ito namang Army nga, sinasabi ko, take no prisoners. Total, sabi nila, pumunta man sila doon, magpakamatay. O sabi ko, di, patayin mo kasi kung, you know, if you apprehend them, take them into custody, they will have to be detained in the place where they committed the crime of rebellion. That's in Marawi. And they will be tried within the jurisdiction of Marawi, the place of the commission of the offense. Saan man ako maglagay ng presuhan doon? Maglagay ako ng presuhan doon. Pag alis ng sundalo, i-liberate nila, sarayan nila. O di, huwag ka na magdala ng priso para wala natin priso. Total, sabi nila, we came here to die. Di ako, sabi ko rin, pagpunta ko doon, oh, Mayor, bakit ka na andito? Sabi ko, I came here also to die. Kasi lugi ka man. Magsabi ka, buhay ka, sila gusto magpakamatay, di tapatan mo na, hey, dalawa na tayo, sabay na. Para lahat naman ng tao mamatay. Everybody will go. Lalo na yung mga buang na dyan sa Itaas. Salamat po.